how to generate an invoice when the customer has already been created. To add a new invoice, click the Finance tab. In the Finance dashboard, click the Invoicing button. Then, click the Customer Invoice Data button, and then click the Add New button. Select your required customer from the drop-down menu. You will see that their postal address, VAT number, and supplier database number is automatically pulled through when you added the customer. The system will automatically select the first contact from that customer and populate the Attentions Details field. If this is not the contact required, use the drop-down menu to select who you want to send the invoice to. Their name and information will then be displayed on the invoice. You can't enter an invoice number as the system generates one for you. Choose the correct invoice date by clicking the Calendar button. If you have an order number, this can be added. If you entered any project information, you will be able to choose which project this invoice relates to. In order to start compiling your invoice, click the Sales Item button on the right-hand side. If you have entered any of your products or services on the price list, you will be able to access these by selecting from the price list. Click in the description field and enter a letter or word from the product description. The system will automatically pull through every item that matches, and you will be able to select the description needed. The item price will also pull through, and if you are VAT registered, the VAT will automatically be calculated. You can change the VAT amount if needed by selecting the option in the drop-down menu. Once you are happy with the line item, click the Save button on the right-hand side. If you wish to delete this item, click the Cancel button. For your next line item, you may not have a product listed in your price list. The same procedure can be followed, but instead of selecting from the price list in the description field, just type in your sales item description, and then continue as before with entering the quantity and unit price. When you enter your price, you will notice that the system automatically works out the VAT amount if you are VAT registered. If you need to change from the standard 15% VAT, use one of the drop-down options. If you want to include a discount on the quote, click Discount Item. You will now be able to enter the description, for example, 5% discount, and then the amount. You will notice that the system automatically calculates the VAT amount, if applicable, which will then appear as a minus amount on your quote, along with the discount amount. Once you are happy with the line item, click the Save button on the right-hand side. If you wish to delete this item, click the Cancel button. If you need to add interest to an invoice, click the Interest Item button. This will allow you to select the start and end dates for the interest period by using the calendar icon. Enter a description and an amount and click the Save button. If you need to add any additional comments to the invoice, this can be done in the comments box at the bottom of the invoice. Once you have completed your invoice, click the Save button. Your invoice will now appear in your list of invoices with Not Finalized displayed as the invoice number. If you want to make any changes to your invoice, do this before you tick the Finalized button, because you cannot change an invoice once you have finished it. Once done, tick the Finalized box, and a screen will appear asking if you are sure you want to finalize your invoice. Click the Yes button. Your invoice will now be shown with an automatically generated invoice number. To print your invoice, click the PDF icon. Your invoice will open in a new pop-up, then use the toolbar on the screen to print or save it.